Difficult thing?
I feel like I've had a very easy life.
Difficult thing.
I guess saying goodbye to my grandma, not physically because it was COVID. So I had to do it on Zoom. Yeah, it was hard to say.
Was there a way that you dealt with it?
I don't really know if I really dealt with it because it took me a long time to actually sink in, the thing that it actually happened.
It's probably pretty recent actually, but there's been some, I guess, personal tragedies that have happened. You know, I've had family members who've passed away, in the space of 6 months, and that was very hard. It was definitely emotionally tough, because even now when I think about it, it still doesn't feel good, and I don't think it ever will. But I think it's all about just managing it and letting time slowly heal that sort of pain.
I think going through financial difficulties and then putting that from the financial difficulties came a lot of depression and stuff. So I think because I was broke, I had $9.87 to my name. I had to take care of my whole family financially, paying all the bills, all the utilities, and then from that whole stress, working 2 jobs as well. I was working double shift, back-to-back shifts. That came with a lot of stress and a lot of I was really depressed after that. So I think, that was probably the most difficult thing that I had to deal with.
Most difficult thing I've done in my life so far is to walk away from people that were toxic. I dealt with it in the worst way possible. The first thing I did was I was like, no, let's cater to the other person's needs. Forget ourselves. That's the bad approach. That's terrible. You are human too, and you have to give yourself the value, right? I didn't realize that at the time, and now definitely know what to look out for. When you touch the pot once, you get burned. You go do I do it again? You forget and you try it again and again. After some time, you go nah, you just don't want to. You don't want to touch that pot ever again.
The most difficult thing was probably having to leave my family behind in Alice Springs. They opened up a cafe there, and we all moved down there together, and it was quite a struggle to run the cafe as a family, especially. There was a lot of arguments every day. My parents couldn't speak a lot of English, so dealing with customers was quite difficult. And it was definitely hard to make that decision to leave them and come back to Sydney. Sorry. It happened a while ago, but every time I talk about it, I was definitely struggling there as well. Mentally, it was just very difficult for me to stay there. My family was fighting with each other every day and coming from work, working with them every single day, and then going home with them as well. You would not get much alone time to reflect on things. It would just be anger all the time.
Moving to Sydney was pretty difficult. So when I first moved here, I only knew 2 guys, and that was from uni. And it wasn't really good friends that I knew. It was more just casual acquaintances. So when I first moved here, I didn't know anyone. I moved in living alone just because I didn't want to gamble moving in with some people that I wouldn't get along with or wouldn't be compatible with. Yeah, I think just getting and set up and established in a different city, being away from my family, didn't really have anyone here to talk to. Took a while, but I think I really struggled at the start just because it was such a big change. It was exciting, but it was also a bit of times when I was just a bit lost on what to do.
My mum always raised me telling me not to be like her, and I mean, I think that says a lot about her own situation and her life experiences. But as a daughter, I always looked up to my mum. So I feel like something that's, I don't know if it's the biggest challenge in my life, but something that's always been challenging is kind of balancing the way that I view my mum and whether I see her as a hero or whether I keep challenging myself not to follow her footsteps.
Yeah, I just kept working hard, just staying positive, and yeah, eventually everything, you know, if you work hard, you stay true, and then you be positive, or all of the things will come together somehow, you know.